Hi guys, my name's Sean from teachmate.org, and today I'm going to show you how to make a website on WordPress for beginners. So even if you've got no website building experience, that's fine. It doesn't matter what you want to make your website for, whether you're a plumber, whether you're a musician, whether you're just into cryptocurrency, whatever the case, this is how you make your website quickly and easily. Now initially I'm going to show you how to set up this website. This is the core website that you will need no matter what niche you're in. But nearer to the end of the video, I'll show you what you do next to customize your website to your specific needs, and I'll show you where you can go to get your website looking even more like this. So just that next level and just that bit more professional. So let's look at how to create your own professional website within the next 20 or so minutes. So first of all, what we need is hosting. Hosting is where you host your website online. It's basically the space where you store all your images and all your web pages. As well as hosting, we also need your domain name, for example, yourcoolname.com. We actually get both of these things at a place called Just Host. So what you want to do, you want to go to teachmate.org/justhost, and this is actually an affiliate link. Let me click that. So what this means, if you actually go on to buy hosting through this, I do get a small commission, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. At the same time, by going through this link, you do get a special introductory offer. So for example, in the UK here, currently it's £2.82. It will be different in dollars, or it will be different in depending what country you're at. So this bit is pretty straightforward. We simply scroll down to sign up now. You click that. And by the way, there are other hosting companies as well, but this is the one that I generally use if I'm creating a new website. If I've got an established website which is getting thousands of views every day, then I tend to upgrade. I use WPX hosting, and that's currently $25 a month, but that's generally only for my more established websites. When I'm creating new websites and it's just starting out, it's not yet making any money, or it's only making a small amount of money and it's getting a small amount of traffic, then I always go for Just Host. So next we'll be taken to this screen, and this is where you choose which plan you want. If you're only making one website, then most likely you want to go for the basic plan, because it's got enough storage, you've got unmetered bandwidth, which is it's not quite unlimited, but it's more than you're going to need at this stage. And it's got basically everything the others have got. The only difference here is if you're creating more websites, you may want to go for the plus option or maybe even the prime option. The only thing which it doesn't have much of here is email storage, and it has 100 megabytes. But if you're not going to be doing the emails where you send large files, for example, you're not going to be receiving lots of music tracks, then this is totally fine. And the thing is, you may actually want to use a different account with it, for example, your Gmail account anyway. So if that's the case, then basic's fine. Like I said, if you're creating more websites, then you may want to get a plus account, or if you need more email space, then the plus account is also a good option. The marketing offers and extras and spam prevention, they're not really things you need to invest in at this stage. You can if you want, but it's not totally necessary. So for this video, let's just select this one, the basic option. And here you need to pick a domain. If you already have a domain, then you can enter it here. But for this video, I'm just going to go straight over here. So let me type my domain name. Alright, so teachmate example, and you can pick which one you want. I generally pick .com, but if you've got a special need, then you can pick something else. Click next. As you can see, if you look down here, there's a coupon code already in there with free domain. So this domain name, we actually get it for free. We click next. Then on the next page, you actually enter your details. I'm going to quickly pause the video, I'm going to enter my details, and then we'll be back. So now I've filled out all my account information. What I'm going to do is scroll down, and we're going to look at the package information over here. And what this is, the first thing we're going to look at is the account plan. And you can either choose 1 month hosting, 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months. Generally, you don't want to go lower than 12 months. And the reason for this is, not only is it cheaper the more months you get in advance, but also when it comes to renewing your product, you're not going to be on an introductory rate anymore. This is the cheapest you're ever going to get it. So if you go for the 1 month and you renew the second month, it's going to be more expensive. So you want to hold out as long as you can. So if it's a long-term project and you can afford it, go for the 36 months. As you can see, that's the price here with some of the extras. And by the way, we're going to remove some of these extras, but I'll show you which ones in a minute. So if you can, go for the 36 months, but at the very minimum, go for the 12 month option. In this case, I'm going to choose the 12 month option, and we scroll down here. As you can see, the setup fee is free. The domain registration is also free. And now it comes to the extras. The first one, domain privacy protection, this is very important because if you don't have this, when you publish your website, people are going to be able to look up your full name, your address, and any other details you give other than your banking details. So we keep this checked, and that's 71 pence a month. Again, this is in pounds. For you, it may be dollars, euros, or whatever currency you're using. Next, we've got the Site Backup Pro. I'm actually going to uncheck this because Just Host back up your website anyway. Also, there's better options for backing up, which I'll show you in another video. This one, we're going to uncheck it. So all of these we leave unchecked because we're not really needed. This is the only one we want, domain privacy. So we scroll down, and as you can see, for 12 months, it comes to a total of £69, just over. We're going to scroll down, and next it comes to the payment. So again, I'm going to add my payment details. You can either pay with credit card or PayPal. I'm going to choose PayPal in this option. So we'll scroll down, read all of the terms of service, the money back guarantee, everything else. Make sure you read all of these, or at least have a skim through so you know what you're signing up to. I've already signed up to multiple of these accounts, so I'm not going to have to read them again. Tick here, I agree, submit. And as I pick PayPal, I'm going to have to sign into my PayPal account and pay them now. And again, I'm going to pause the video so no sensitive information is showed, and we'll continue this video after. Right, so I've logged into my PayPal account, click continue. So I'm going to send the payment, yes, that's correct, agree and pay. And by the way, what they do as well, they set it up so in future billings, they can actually automatically take that. But Just Host always send you an email before they take a payment. So if you did ever want to cancel a future payment, you'll have time to do that. And as you can see, congratulations, my purchase was successful. And they've actually sent me an email confirming this. So if you scroll down, you actually get to create your password for your account at this stage. So we click create password. And you want to make sure it's a strong password. Have a quick look at all the details. So it must be a certain amount of characters, and it must contain a lowercase, uppercase, at least one number, and a special character. So I'm going to create this quickly. Alright, so I've just created my password, and this checkbox has come up. I'll tick here because I've actually read this privacy policy and terms of service before. Again, you may want to read them yourself. So we'll click next. And there we go. I've now created my password. So we'll log in. And it takes me straight to the dashboard. And you may also want to check your email at this stage because they will send you a welcome email with some important details. But I already know where I'm going, so let's get started and let's create this website. The first thing I want to do is set up my website. So I'll click here. I'll click no, I don't have a website created. And it basically walks me through the process. So we'll click here to website. And the first option that comes up is WordPress. And there are some other options as well. For example, over here, Concrete 5, Weebly, Drupal, and the others. But WordPress is easily the best. We want a WordPress website. So we'll close this down. And over here, you can see WordPress. Install now. And you can read all of this if you want, but I already know the process, so I'm going to get started. And by the way, you can do the same as me if you want. So don't worry about anything below this. Let's just go with the domain, the one we made. And we'll go for, you can either choose the www or without the www. I personally like it without, so I'm going to click here and then we'll click next. And it can take a little while to load. And you may get this notification saying a directory exists, and it just asks you to confirm that it's safe to overwrite. So we click here and say yes, we confirm, because remember there's nothing set up there yet. So once you do that, you go to this page, which gives you the admin information. So you might want to take a note of this. In fact, you will want to take a note of this and store it somewhere safe because you'll need it in future. So make sure all of these boxes are checked. Automatically create a new database. I understand that installing on the same domain name will overwrite any files, and that's fine because we haven't got any files there yet. And you have read the terms of service. Again, I've read this before. I've created multiple Just Host websites, but you may want to read those. So we click next. And at this point, it starts preparing the installation. At this stage, they try to show you some themes. You can have a look at these if you want, but I don't recommend any of these themes personally. I'll show you where you can get some good themes after, but generally we just wait until the installation is complete. And as you can see at the top now, installation complete. Continue browsing the marketplace or view your credentials here. So let's view credentials. So here they'll show you your domain name, your username and your password. They'll also show you another advert. We don't really need anything from there. So let's go here, domain name, and we'll click that. So now we're taken to the login page for WordPress. So what we need to do, we need to go back to the previous screen and get our login details. First of all, our username, copy that. Paste it in here, username or email address section. And then we copy our password. And we do exactly the same. And you want to make a note of this username and password. You will actually be emailed a copy of this, so it will be in your email right now. For now, let's just click login. Once we log in, it goes straight to the dashboard. As you can see, there's a lot going on here, so there's a few things you can instantly close down. So let's close the advert. Then let's click do not allow here. We don't want them to track us. We don't want to help improve WP forms. And same with this one as well, just close it down. I'm actually closing these down because I've been through them all before and I know what I want. But if you want, you can have a read of them and see if there's anything you're interested in. So let's quickly go to the website, and we can do this by going over here, right clicking, then open link in a new tab, visit site. So we click here, and this is your new website. And this is just a temporary look. It's going to look different as we add a theme, but this is just the beginning. So as you can see, you got your first post here, hello world. This is a standard post that all new websites come with. So yeah, there's your website. So now let's start actually editing and adding to this website. So we'll close this back down. And by the way, this is your WordPress dashboard. So this is where you actually edit your website, add your plugins, add your themes. But the first thing we're going to want to do is scroll down here and go to settings and click that. And here you can change your site title. So let's go here. So my cool website, whatever you want to call it. You can add the tagline as well, but generally I delete this. So you've got your email address and all the other settings should be fine. So you just scroll down to the bottom and click save changes. And once that's done, you go over to the reading section and you go here and it says search engine visibility. Now, if this is ticked, you want to uncheck that because this discourages search engines from indexing your website. Some people want to do it initially so Google doesn't see their website while they're making it up, but generally Google aren't going to index your website if it's a new website anyway. So we want to untick that right now so we can get search engine traffic in future, because sometimes people forget to do that at a later stage and it messes up their search traffic. So we go here, click save changes. Then the third and final thing we want to do in settings is go down to here, permalinks. Now this will actually determine what your post and page URLs look like. So let's say for example you create a post and it's called how to cook an egg. Your URL for that post would be teachmeexample.com/how to cook an egg. Now that is generally what we want, and to achieve that we go here and we click post name. Some of the other options, as you can see, it will put the date in there. Or other options will put numbers and the archives. So we don't want any of those. You want it to look as neat as possible. So for example, in this case, if the post is sample post, it will look like this. So once that's ticked, we go down here and save changes. Okay, so how about now we actually go on to creating our first post for the website. You do this in one of two ways. You can either create posts for this website or you can create pages. Now posts is more for blog posts, and if you've got a blog page then it will automatically appear on this. By default, WordPress is set up with a blog page, which is your front page. So let's create a post first. When you create pages, you actually need to manually assign them to your website, and we'll look at that later or in another video. So we want to go down here, add new. And we want to title it something that's relevant to what we want to write about. So in this case, we'll just write, this is my first post. And of course you can capitalize that if you want, do it however you want. So this is my first post. Let's see what it looks like. And we can do that a few times so you can just get a feel of it. So have a few paragraphs, and you might want to put an image in there. So to add an image, it's really simple. All you need to do is go here, add media. And then we need to go to this tab, upload files, and then select file. And I've already got an image here, which I've chosen for earlier. And two very important things here. First of all, the alt text. You want to quickly describe what the image is about. And this is helpful not only for search engines so they can show your images in search results, but also for people that are blind. And there are actually a lot of internet users who are blind, who can't see, and they rely on speech software which actually reads these alt text tags and it tells the people what's in the image. So here, let's write woman making jewelry. And two more things you want to look at is first of all the alignment. In this case I want to make it central. And the second thing is what size you want it. So you can either choose full size, which I generally do because I generally edit them to the correct size before I actually add them in WordPress. But alternatively, you can choose a thumbnail image or you can choose medium image. So let's do full size here. We don't want it to link to anything and we click insert into post. So that's what it looks like now. Let's quickly save this. We can either save the draft if we don't want it to appear on a website yet, but actually in this case, let's click publish. So here's the link to it. So we can click this and we can see what our post looks like. And that's your first post. As you can see, it's all there, the image, the text, but it's not the prettiest thing right now because we're using a free theme, the default WordPress theme. So two things we're going to want to do is first of all, we're going to want to get rid of all of these stuff in the sidebar. And then next, we're going to want to change the WordPress theme. So let's click back, or alternatively, you can go here, you can hover over here and click dashboard. We'll do that. It's very important that you take time to kind of look around the dashboard, click all the buttons, see what does what. If you click something and it doesn't look how you want, you can always just go back and uncheck it. So definitely get a feel of things and watch other YouTube videos as well to see how to do specific things that you want. But first of all, we're going to go to appearance because this is where you get the widget section and that controls the sidebar that you saw on our website. So we click here. And this is the blog sidebar. This is all the stuff you saw. So if we click here, you can see there's a search bar. We actually want to keep that, that's quite handy. Search this website. Let's make these capitals, make it look a bit neater. We'll click save. And then recent posts, we don't want to show those, so we'll delete. Recent comments, delete. And this is just my personal preference, so if you want, you can keep these bits. Archives, delete. Categories, delete. Meta, delete. So I'm only going to have the search bar showing in the sidebar. So again, if we visit our website, I'm going to right click so it opens in a new window. And that's the website. And as you can see, it's a lot neater. It hasn't got all this stuff at the side, but it's still got the search bar, which is useful. So it's got the first post, it's got the second post. And by the way, WordPress always comes with a default hello world post. So let's click edit, right click, open a new window. And we're going to go over here and move to trash because we didn't create that post and we don't want it there. So now if we go back to our website and we refresh the page, that post is gone. So as mentioned, it's still got a default theme. Let's go back here, close these down, and we want to go over here and we want to go back to appearances and we want to click themes. On the far left is always the theme that's currently active. Sometimes WordPress will install other themes. So you've got this theme, you can click here, or you can go here if you want this theme. You just simply click activate or live preview. Let's have a look what this looks like. So this is a definite improvement on the previous one. So that's what it will look like, but let's go even better. So we'll close this down. And I've actually got a StudioPress theme which I bought, so let's upload that. So StudioPress actually contains a bunch of premium themes, and you simply go to teachmate.org/StudioPress, and I'll link to that to the description below the video. So if we go here, shop for themes, and it shows you all the different styles that you can make your website look like. So say for example, let's look at this one. If you've got a food blog, you might want that one. And let's look at this one, for example, or this one, or this one. All right, so basically you can pick any of these, you simply buy them. As you can see, you can get Genesis and the theme for $129. and you can have your website looking like this. As you can see, it's very pretty, well made. Or another example, you might want one more like this. As you can see, this one's more of a business theme. So close that down. Here's another example. And one final one we'll quickly show you. I really like this one. If you actually click on one of the posts, we can see what it looks like. Alright, so let's close these down. And I've already actually downloaded one of the themes. So I'm going to click upload on the themes page. And then again, I'll click upload theme. And then I'll choose my file. I saved my theme here. And when you go StudioPress, first of all, you need to install the Genesis theme. And this is the core theme. So install now. And then we click activate. And once that's done, we go back here to upload. So we need to install the child theme. Basically, they come in two parts. So upload theme, choose, and then Wellness Pro. And then we'll install now. We click live preview to make sure it looks like how we want it. And yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And remember, this is just the beginning. Like, as we edit it, we're going to make the website look a lot better. But as you can see, in no time at all, we've got a very nice looking website. So click activate and publish. And now, as you can see, the website is published. So if we go to here, we delete this and we go to our website, this is what it will look like. You've already got a good looking website. We can click here. This is my first post. And whoops, got two images here. We can easily edit that. Simply go to customize. Just right click there so we keep that bit open. And there's an option, post and page images. So we click here. As you can see, there's two images. We simply uncheck this box, show featured image on post and page. And now as you can see, there's one post that appears, and we click publish to make sure that saves. And then here we refresh, check everything's working, and there's only one image. Alright, so let's go back to our home page, and that's pretty much how you make a basic website. If you remember, this is the wellness theme from StudioPress, so we can actually make it look a lot more like this. If you see, for example, they've added their own logo here, they've added the menu, they've added a featured page at the beginning, healthier lifestyle, click here to find out, added some nice post images, and they've done a lot more. So your website can literally look exactly like this, obviously with your own images and themes. I won't go through the full setup in this tutorial because StudioPress does a really good job of actually explaining exactly how to set up everything. So once you buy the theme, they'll show you exactly how to do this. So let's quickly go back here. Now, another thing I want to show you is this. As you can see, it says the date and it says buy and then puts my email address. Now, of course, you're not going to want your email address on here. So what we do is go back to the dashboard, open it in a new tab. And you want to go here to the top right and you want to click your email address or edit my profile, either of those. And you scroll down here and you can actually put your name or at least the name that you want appearing on the website. So let's write Teachmate Sean. And then display name publicly as Teachmate Sean. So we scroll down, update profile. And then when we go back to our website and refresh it, it says by Teachmate Sean. As you can see, your website is now up, but if you actually highlight your domain name, you copy that and then you go to a private window and you paste it, what you'll notice is it says website coming soon. So to avoid that, what we need to do is this. We need to minimize it, go back to here to the profile or anywhere on your dashboard, and you want to scroll up right near the top. And it says your site is currently displaying a coming soon page. Once you're ready to launch your site, click here. So we click here. And once it's loaded, it says, congratulations, your site is now live. Click here to view it. So let's go back to that previous window and refresh it. And this is now the view you'll get when you're not logged in. So anyone coming to your website via your domain name will actually see the website in full. And as you notice, they can't click the edit button like we can, but they can go to our posts and they can view whatever we want them to view. So this is our first post. You can create as many posts as you want and they will all appear here. And you can also change this as well. You might want to add a logo that you've got. You can upload any image. And generally, you can create your website to make it look exactly how you want it. I'll close this down now and go back here. So there are a couple more quick things that we're going to want to do to make this website look even better. So the next thing we're going to do is add a sidebar, because as you can see, this is all one page, it's all one column, but a lot of modern websites actually have a sidebar over here. So what we need to do to get that is go back to our dashboard and we go to Genesis and we click Theme Settings. We can either add the sidebar to each page individually, but it's better to do it all at once via a site-wide process. So we scroll down here and we select the default layout and we include the sidebar. As you can see, this is without a sidebar, this is a sidebar on the left, but generally these days you have the sidebar on the right. So we scroll down, click save, and while that's saving we go back to the website, and as you can see it's loaded, so we just reload it here. And there's our sidebar. If you remember, earlier in the video I showed you how to add the search bar, so that's there right now. And another thing we want is a navigation bar. So let's go back here and let's go to Appearance and Menus. So first of all, we need to go over here, menu name, main menu. You can call it whatever you want, create menu. And then we need to add stuff to our menu. In this case, let's just add the sample page that's already there. As you can see, that comes up there, and then we'll go to view all and we'll add the home page to the menu. And the thing is, if you've got other pages, you can add them there. Or for example, if you've got a post, let's put the post you made in there. We'll go add to menu. And you can rearrange this as you like as well. And we may want to capitalize it here so it looks the same as the rest of the menu. Whoops, not sure what happened there, but let's go back. Okay, almost done. And then we click Save Menu. And then before we go any further, we go to Manage Locations over here, because we actually need to tell the website where to display this menu. So we'll do it here after Header Menu, Main Menu, Save Changes. And while that's loading, we go back to our website and click Refresh. And now we have a menu. So we can go to the sample page, or we can go to my first post, or if you put other things in your menu as well, you can go there. Home page. And now our website's looking a lot more professional. So you can either add more stuff to the sidebar at this stage, you can add more posts, more pages, and I just want to quickly, this has been bugging me the whole video, I actually want to make this capitalized. I'm not sure why I didn't before. So quickly update that. Go back to the website and there we go. So that's how you create a basic website. From here you can personalize it to your customized needs. For example, if you're a plumber, you can make it look like a plumbing website. And by that, I mean just have relevant images. Maybe you might want to have a different theme for a plumbing website, one that can display your phone number and display your contact details and all the important things that a plumbing website would need. If you're not a plumber, that's fine. You might be a musician. You might want a website for your jewelry business. You might want a website for whatever business or project that you have going on. Whatever the case, this is just the basic core website setup. So if you go to teachmate.org, you will find a page that's specific to your niche, and it will tell you the kind of pages you want to add for your kind of business, what kind of themes you want to use, and the like. So we'll get a lot more personalized and a lot more customized depending on what you want to make your website for. But as I mentioned, this is just the core website setup. At the beginning of this video, I also told you that I'll show you what you will need to do if you want to create a website that's more like this. Well, it's simple. As I showed you earlier, all you need to do is go to Wordpress and you need to download this theme called Wellness. And the Wellness theme is what I actually used to make this website. But of course, over here, there's a lot more customized settings and they've actually done the home page. So you simply buy the Wellness theme and you can follow the instructions that they give you when you buy the theme. On StudioPress, there's also a lot of different types of websites, so if you want your website to look different, that's fine. Simply go to StudioPress. I'll leave a link below this video and you can get this theme as well as many more. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you've got your first website now up and running. If so, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more helpful videos like this in future. I want to help you grow your website and grow your business and succeed online. So as well as subscribing to the YouTube channel, be sure to go to teachmate.org and subscribe to the mailing list where I will show you some helpful information to help you succeed. My name has been Teachmate Sean and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.